viewers, you're now checking in with your boy Baki, and this is called Thoughts That Reign from a Nubian King. And tonight we're gonna talk about some of the reasons why black couples have a hard time getting along in a relationship. Now I know this is a little touchy subject for some. Talking about black people, period, is a little touchy subject for some people. But that's not our concern, is it? We're gonna talk about this because we trying to uplift our people. We trying to make sure we are at the end of the day. So, what are some of the reasons why some black couples can't get along? Now, this is not all black couples. You know, statistics show at least 48% of black couples stay married and still are married till this day. You know, that's 48%. That's 9% of being married. So don't believe the lies, guys, gals. So, think about it. What are some of the reasons why we can't get along? Well, for me, my opinion, I think you gotta take it back to the root. Take it back to the source. And what is that? That's when we came here. As you would say, slavery times. Even though that's technically not when we came here. We originated on this land anyway. But this is not the subject. This is not what we're talking about. But back in slavery times, you know, the white slave master used to do something to the black man. Something so disgusting. Something so vile. Something so nasty. He used to do this to show dominance. Now what I'm talking about is something they call bucking. If you don't know what that is, take a second, pause this video. Trust me, I'll be here when you get back. Pause the video, look it up. Look up bucking back in slavery times, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, bucking, it's like I said, it's the way for them to show dominance back in the day. So what they used to do, take one of the strongest black men out in the field, take him to a barn. Sometimes they would take his woman in the barn with him. They would not rape the woman. They will rape the man. They will rape the man continuous times, like not just one time. Continue like more than one time in that barn, like, and that was like a way for them to show the slaves they had power for real. Show them that they not only could take away your freedom physically but mentally. But you gotta think about what that did to the female. What did that do to her subconscious? You know? The whole time, she looking for a man to protect her. And he over there getting raped by a white man. So, what you think her mind is at? Now, she know her husband ain't on them type of games or nothing like that. But now, she's kind of thinking less of the man, in my opinion. So that right there, you can say, help divide the black family. Another thing they did back in slavery times was the Jim Crow movement. When they picked out a couple house niggas or house folk to go around and preach the word of the Bible to other slaves. Now you gotta think about this. Now I want you to really think about this. It was illegal for any slave to read a book. Any book. Except the Bible. Excuse the grumbling, guys. I'm looking for something. But any book they was forbidden to read. They would be hung. They would be sentenced to death if it was caught trying to read a book. Any book but the Bible. Why is that? Think about that for a second. Just think. I don't know, guys. That sounds kind of suspicious to me. So, that right there helped divide the black family. Then they had the black mothers taking care of the white family babies, breastfeeding them. They could barely take care of their child, but they was in the house taking care of the white man's child. You gotta think about this, and this stuff happened for a long time. For a long time. Wasn't just one time. It didn't happen like once in a blue moon. This was an everyday thing for the slaves. Everyday thing. You gotta think about what is this doing to the black people subconsciously, mentally. We know what it's doing physically. You know what I'm saying? They whipping us, they killing us. They throwing our babies inside of alligator pits for fun. We know what that's doing physically, but mentally, gotta think about that. Like, where would your mind be at in those certain times? You have to be a strong individual. You have to be a strong individual to survive something like that. So now, moving up, moving up to more modern times, as you would say. First thing that happened in modern times that separated us was the welfare program. And before I get into the welfare program, aka also known as food stamps, the Black Panther Party started its own food program. The Black Panther Party had so many programs. But what happened? They were systematically destroyed. They wouldn't like systematically. When I say systematically, that meant them people was strategizing. They had to strategize to take them down. There wasn't no ordinary thugs, no gangsters or this and that. They was revolutionary leaders. They was black heroes. These were the smart people. The Black Panther Party, they started a lot of stuff that the government adopted and made it their own. So, let me get back to the food stamps, the welfare. Okay. First of all, now this, like I said, this is my opinion. So, I know you all gonna have your own opinion of what I'm gonna say, but I think it was the black woman's fault on this one when they accepted the terms for the food stamps. They took out the black father. They took him out the picture. Because what was the terms to getting food stamps back in the day? Even now, the black father could not be in the house. If you want the government assistance, the father could not be in the house. Now, you gotta think about that. Why would the government make a program saying as though a parent can't be there for you to give them assistance? Like, they saying it to your face. They letting you know, if you want our help, you can't have the black man in your life. You know? And you gotta think about this. A lot of females, and I mean a lot of females, got food stamps. And they do it just to be lazy, just to get the food stamps, just not to have a job, you know? They're using it as an excuse. But all in a while, just because you want some money, you're going to break up your family. Nah, that's not right. Who will make such a program? That sounds real evil to me. So you got to think about it. They had over 400 years to think of ways to divide the black family. And they have done it. It's being done. Down to feminizing the black male. Down to making all these abortion programs that's mainly targeting black women. You gotta wake up and see these things. They want to stop the reproduction of the black man, of the black woman. So they need to divide us. They need to divide the black man and the black woman. They need to make us hate each other. And you got to think about it. It's in the music as well. Back in the day, I'm an 80s baby, so what my parents listened to, the music, they wasn't calling each other bitches and hoes, niggas and pimps. They was calling each other baby, lovers, sweet thing. Now, all in the music, that's all you hear now. Oh, I'ma call my bitch, I'ma call my hoe, call my nigga, call my this. See? And they know black people love music. Black people love music. But that right there is another subject at another time. But back on the relationship thing. So, when somebody tell you that black people really don't get along and really don't do this and do that, you ask them why. You ask them why. You ask them who made us like this. Who made us like this? You worked our ancestors to death. You worked our ancestors to death after they built this country. You worked them to death, and then you turn around and you tell their kids to just brush it off. You tell the kids to just brush it off. It was just in the past. And then turn around and give other countries reparations. Give other people that came here reparations. When black people waiting reparations in this country for a long time. No. You ask them why. Why black people are angry. Why wouldn't they be angry? All of this affects the mind of a black person. And if you can't get yourself right, how can you get somebody else right? You got us in these messed up situations. It's hard to be in a relationship when a black man gotta look over his shoulder every time he step out the house. When a black man can't get a job hardly nowhere. Hardly nowhere. But it's okay. Cause we learning. We gonna get it up. And thank y'all for listening to Thoughts That Ring from a Nubian King. This is just episode 1. And I want y'all to look up the things I talked about. Research it. I'm not just on here talking. I'm on here trying to let y'all know what's up. I'll see y'all next time.